Hello, today I shall give ChatGPT a constructed language and I shall see if it can understand me. So, this language will be based on various Germanic languages, which are languages like German, Dutch, English, Afrikaans and Swedish and so on. And I speak English and Afrikaans and can understand German and Dutch quite well. And I shall say various sentences in this language to ChatGPT. I shall see if it can understand me and translate it into English. And hopefully, just maybe, ChatGPT will be able to say something in this language by its own. Hello, I'm Esserman, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, so firstly shall I say something like, oh yes, the language it is called Danish. Okay, so, yes, that's what I'm going to say. Let's first say a sentence. Ik loop een huis. That means I walk to my house, or I walk home. So let us see what it says. I love a house. I can see how it's saying that, because loop is like love, and then could be like an. Oh yeah, that does make sense, but it means I walk home. So I will tell ChatGPT. And let's say another thing. You eat food, let's say 2 etkos. 2 etkos would it be? And by the way, nouns are in capital letters, so food, which is kos, would be in a capital letter. You are brave. No, it's not you are brave. I don't really see why kos is brave. It's probably another word which I do not know. And that could be are, because it's like is, and is like are. You see where I'm going. So he finds food in the morning. Oh, he finds food in the morning. Wow. He got it correct. Now have I sent around 14 sentences in Danish, and it got around half of it correct, which is very good. So here is it all. It sometimes makes small mistakes. For example, I say it in wat jaar was hij geboren, which means in what year was he born, but ChatGPT, for some reason he said he/she, usually with the pronouns, which it makes the mistakes. And I just asked it which words it has learned in this language. So these are correct. Doesn't mean but that's good enough. To yes, singular, informal. Oh, I'm very happy I found out that, because I never actually told that. Page is just he, not she and it, but it has a pretty good that. The Mormon it remembers the capital letter, which is quite good, and this is did quite well. Okay, now I will ask it if it can send a message in this language. Zij had 2 appelen in dat huis. Ik vind het kost in the thinks it's quite a bit like Dutch. Maybe I made it a bit like too much like Dutch, because I did combine Afrikaans, German and English quite a lot, which does lead to Dutch. Once again saying well, it did the job, which is quite nice. I'll say well done. Okay, now I wonder what languages in the Germanic languages, because even the Germanic languages itself is quite diverse. So I wonder which languages I use the most, because I do know English and Afrikaans. Try not to use English as much, because lots of English words come from French, and French is Romance, not Germanic. And so I try to use Afrikaans and German more, but okay, so it says it comes from English and German, which are both Germanic languages. Quite surprising you didn't see anything from Afrikaans, because I did incorporate quite a few elements of Afrikaans. Oh well, I didn't realize it too much, because it says from Dutch, and they are all related. And remember, ChatGPT is not perfect. That's your lesson for the day. ChatGPT is not perfect. Remember that when you're writing your essays using ChatGPT.